Okay. Well, at least they're being consistent, Aquarius, so this is a good thing. All right, so this set of cards, this is how you are seeing the connection / relationship. Now, what you have here, you have the 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, wedding. At the bottom it says this situation involves marriage, and then this never-ending story, card number 37. Now 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. This is that happy family, that happy home life, really feeling secure, having your emotional needs met, fulfilled, exceeded, having love all around you. You see this couple, they're watching their children frolic in the waterfalls. But this is also living in the present while gently projecting, looking into the future, anticipating what it is that you would like in the future. Now, next that we have the 6 of Swords card. And this is all about beginning a new voyage. You see, she's walking out into the water, but she's stopped by these swords. So you're ready to have this new beginning. You're ready. The karma, the cycles, all those things have come full circle. You're ready to start it, but you're hesitant to allow yourself to feel again. Some of you have your heart guarded. You're not allowing your heart to open. You're not allowing yourself to feel those emotions because you're fearful it's just going to be the same never-ending cycle that it has been before. You see, she's kind of like giving him the side eye, and he's looking straight ahead. So you know that this is a meant to be. You know that this is a divine connection. You know that this... So you know that they're the one. But the thing is, you are fearful that it's going to be the same old cycle. Because you see, you got the couple here, then you got her, then you got the couple, then you've got her. And here she's just got her hands up to her head. She's got her head in like, oh my gosh, not again. So you are so fearful. For some of you, it's like if this energy isn't released, this focusing on the past and what didn't go right and the fearing it's going to happen again, you will be blocking him coming back in. It's not that you don't want it. You do want it, but you're so fearful. Here we go again. Because it is, even in your mind, you're back and forth because together, no, I can't do it. I want to be with him. Oh, good God, no. What if it happens again? So you are, even in your mind, you swing back and forth all the time. And when the two of you were together, you were back and forth, back and forth. So a number of you are twin flames, or you could be twin souls. Dynamics are similar with the two, but it was the two of you were in contact, then you were not. Then you were seeing each other, then you were not. You don't want to do that cycle over again. You want this to come together. You want to come together. You want to be married. You want to build a solid foundation. You're just so terrified of, oh my gosh, I can't go through all that again. Not again. Now, as far as the outcome that you are desiring with them this month, put these up here where you can see them. You have the Strength card. You have this romantic feelings. It's reversed. I'll hold it up in a second so you can see the graphics at the bottom. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. Then you have this card, the Observer. Actually, let me hold this up real quick. Because we're going to tie all three of these together to try and keep the readings as short as possible that we can this month so that I don't lose my voice. Now, I started with you guys. Aren't you? You are special because it's your birthday. So you're definitely going to get one. But I don't want people toward the end. I don't want Capricorn not be able to get one because I don't have a voice. So, Strength. This is all about, you see this lion, he's got his mouth open. It's like he's ready to attack. But she's all gentle and calm and quiet because we subdue beasts with gentle strength. And this card reminds us all you have to have is pure heart. Remembering that you're safe, you're protected. Okay, so for a number of you, you have been wanting to move on. You've been wanting to move away from this connection. You've been struggling at doing that because you feel this pull, this destined relationship. You know it's meant to be. It is, in fact, meant to be. And it will be. and you want to have the relationship with them. You're wondering if you have even the strength to open up even any more, because you've opened up in the past to have it fall apart, and there was this cycle of that reoccurring repeatedly. So you want to move back. You want to be in union with them. You want to hear from them. You want to head into this commitment with them. But you are fearful, what if they don't feel the same way? I feel like I'm all alone. I don't feel like they want the same thing. I don't even think they feel anything for me. Some of you, this is also, you're beginning to doubt your feelings because you've had this such strong feelings for them. Okay, so I'm going to start saying him. Now, I know that when it comes to twins, there's always a masculine, there is always a feminine. It does not matter what body the masculine and feminine is in. I've had divine feminine who are in male bodies, and their twin is a divine masculine in a female body. And then I've also had same-sex twins and in all different variations, but there is always a masculine and there is always a feminine. So to keep this straight, ladies, this is the divine feminine. These are your messages. So you are ready for him to come back. You're ready for your divine masculine. You want this. Some of you have begun to question your feelings like, oh my gosh, like, was I making this up in my mind? I don't know, but you haven't. But what you want, the outcome you desire this month, you would like to have him come in your direction. You're not sure if he really feels the same. So you're just sitting back and watching things because you've set your intentions. You notice, this fox is looking at the moon. And some of you feel like, you've been deceived because there are things that he's not shared with you yet. So you put your intentions out there. You listen to the last message that was out there. You're like, I'm on it, Nicole. I'm doing forgiveness letters. I'm writing my list of the things I want to manifest. I'm going to be praying. I'm lighting some candles. I'm going to bring this in. So you set your intentions. You're ready. You put your wishes out there. Now you're just watching. But this month, you're just in a kind of waiting. You don't have the strength to really wait much longer. But you are at a stance where you're waiting and you're watching to see what he does. You're in this watch and see mode where you're going to pay attention to his actions. Because to this point, you have not been seeing that he feels the same way as you do. So you're waiting for that to manifest. You're waiting to see what happens. You see the fox is sitting on this egg. You're ready to give birth to this new beginning. They're saying don't give up. Because for some of you, it's you put your intentions out for this new beginning with him, with your divine masculine. But because you're just so fearful, okay, I don't think I can do this anymore. You're looking at other possibilities. It is going to happen. We'll be covering timing. He's thinking. You'll hear from him. Not this month, though. This month, he's closing a cycle, they're saying. So let's find out what's going on with him. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So you have the Fool card. And in this deck, this card is all about seeking freedom, wanting to escape something, wanting to move forward without any fear of retribution, retaliation, judgment, criticism, they're also saying. Then you have this card, the Emperor. So he's being called, and in this deck, this is about, having to make a decision. He's being called to make a decision. He's being called to make this huge life decision where he's taking into account his heart, his feelings, his emotions. It's not just a decision being made by his mind. It's not just a logical, it is a head and a heart. He's taking everything into the equation when making this decision, because in the past he has just made decisions based off of what was logical, what he's always done, what will people think. This is, have always done it. But now he's come to the realization that that's not working any longer. because he hasn't heeded his own needs. He hasn't taken care of what he wants. He has stuffed down his feelings, his desires, what he truly deeply wants. And he has he stayed trapped in this situation. For a number of them, he has stayed trapped in a relationship with someone he doesn't want to be in a relationship. See this woman floating around in the water. Okay, so for those of you that there is this other woman, this partner that he's been with, this karmic partner, this month he's ending it. He's having those conversations and ending it this month. That's what's going on with his life right now. So he can't be coming into your direction until he concludes that, but he is concluding it this month. That's why he's not contacting you yet, because he's having those conversations with her to end that. Because he knows he doesn't dare come in your direction with her still hanging around there. And for others of you that is not a third party, although most of you it is, for those of you that it is not, he has finally made the decision, and he is, whatever it was that he was holding on to run from the relationship, because there is a number of twins. It is a smaller number where the divine masculine wasn't with a karmic partner, but rather he was overworking. He was a workaholic. He was drinking too much, partying too much. He was indulging in things simply to avoid the relationship with you, because he wasn't yet healed. He wasn't ready for it yet. So for those that it was not a third party, this is the month that he's finally concluding that. Now, come here, miss. Come here. 1 second. Yorkie wants to join us. Do you want to show them your pretty sweater? Oh, she's dressed up for the Valentine's Day too. Oh, heart buttons. Okay. So these are the cards. How does he see the connection? How does he see this connection, this relationship? And we have the Sun. He sees this. Now, the thing I like about these cards, they have different meanings in your traditional tarot decks. This is about something that is eternal, warm. He feels that. He knows that this is something long-term. He knows it's positive. He knows that it is something to nurture. It is something to grow. It is something to be grateful for, because it is something that will fulfill us. Because if you see, she's riding this horse, and she's riding the horse. They're enjoying this leisurely walk through the water. They've got the sun behind them. She's petting the horse, nurturing the horse, giving the horse love. He knows that this will bring him happiness. He knows the connection with you. It will fulfill him. He knows it's meant to be. He knows that it's a destined, fated thing. He knows that it is something that needs to be nurtured. And he does love you and care for you, but he is not yet at the point of communicating that with you. You've got this card, Express Your Love. And at the bottom it says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. He is not there yet, because he has this other chapter he has to conclude first. He knows he dare not come in your direction without having that chapter concluded. He wants to come and make things right with you. So he is going to do that in a way that is actually going to impress you, make you happy, make you elated. He's taking this time right now to go through those steps to conclude what he needs to conclude. Now this card, a leg up, you'll see this baby little polar bear is trying to get on the mama polar bear. They have come to the realization that they need you. They long for you. They want to share their feelings, but they are fearful of being vulnerable at this point. They know they need to communicate. They know they need to express that. They know that they need to nurture that. They know they need to communicate, but they are not yet to that point. They're saying they're still trying to get up in the saddle. You see this baby polar bear again is trying to get on top of the polar bear. And that's part of this relationship, this thing that they're concluding. They have to conclude that officially first. They are doing that this month. They will be contacting you within the next few months, they're saying. So they're saying for some, some of you could be in the next 3 months or 4 months, or some it could be 6 months. But most it's going to be the next 3 to 4 months. But first they're getting these other things taken care of. They're going to get firmly in the saddle. They're going to get all their affairs in order so that they can come in and they can just blow your mind with their offer, because they are going to be coming in to offer love to you. But in order for them to nurture that relationship with you, they have to feel that they are firmly in the saddle. They have to feel like they're saying that they will make you proud. Right now they're fearful they will not make you proud. They need to conclude this. They need to get their financial things and affairs in order so that when they come in, they're going to come in with a gusto. Now, this is the outcome that they desire with you this month. You have the Four of Swords, and this is about resting, taking a time out to renew ourselves, to heal our soul. Then you have it paired with this card, it is safe for you to love. At the bottom it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then at the end it has the card Treasure Island. Now Treasure Island, that's all about, love's a treasure. It's about, taking the time to get to know each other, discovering each other. It talks about love being in the air. So this month, I don't know if you can see on this card, they're pointing out her eyes. She's looking down, her eyes are closed, and he's looking in her direction. They have the little cherubs around them. This month, he is going to be focused on healing. He's going to be taking a time out to recover and heal from the situation he's concluding. But while he's doing that, he is going to be developing his plan. Because you see, we've had multiple horses. He wants to charge in on a horse. He wants to be that, knight coming in to offer this love, do this in a grand way. He is fearful because this card's also about opening your heart. He is fearful that your heart will not be open to him. For some of you, they're saying he may reach out to you just to test the waters late this month, at the very, very end of the month. It might just be an email. It may just be a lighthearted email where he's simply testing the waters just to see, is she even going to respond to me? Because he wants to begin to get to know you again, to go into that courtship, that flirting, that enjoying each other's company. But he is worried that you are not going to be open to him, that you will be closed off. Because again, they're pointing out her eyes are closed. He's afraid that you're closed off to him at this point. For some of you, and they're not saying a large number of you, but there's probably about 30% of you where he's energetically still feeling that you are closed off to him. Because again, in the very beginning, when we were covering your first set of cards, they were talking about how for some of you, you're not open to that yet. It's an energetic thing. Okay, angels are saying, flip the other cards over. I guess we're going to get some information on that. Okay. All right. Now, so you have this card, Achievement. And on this side, it says, acknowledge and appreciate the value of all your achievements. And this one says, Persistence. And on the back, it says, the ground you have gained is a precious achievement. And then you have Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Now, you have worked very hard to get to this point. That situation you concluded for some of you was a pretty big deal. And a lot of you, they're also saying that you need to congratulate, because again, there's only like 30%. It's a smaller percentage of you that still have to release and do some forgiveness work. Most of you need to congratulate yourself because you have come to the state where you're ready. You're ready for him to come back. And that's good. And for all of you, you need to congratulate yourself on where you have come because you have accomplished a lot of healing. You've done a lot of work. I don't know if somebody just tried to open my door. Okay. That'd be a bad idea. The girls and I packed some heat in this house. But anyhow, I think it's the wind. I think that the cold is coming in right now. So achievement. See how she has her arm raised? Almost like in a when you go into a church and people are praising God and they got their arms up praising God. She's got one arm up. It's time for you to put both arms up to praise God for how far you've made it. Because you are so much better. You are like this new improved version 10.0 compared to where you were 3 years ago. You should be proud of that. This month, just relish that. Celebrate that. Because you've worked so hard to get where you are. You're now ready for this next chapter. Now, They're encouraging you to not give up because, again, this focus is love. You see how she's got one arm up and she's got the other one almost like it's punching, like she's punching through it. They're saying that, push through this because for some of you, you are going to be, okay, for a big number of you, you're going to be having him come back. You're going to hit this moment of fear, this paralyzing fear because, again, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? The one where you're going in circles. There you go. Okay. So he's going to contact you. And you're going to go into this momentary state of fear, like, oh my gosh, are we doing this again? Are we going in circles again? Is he going to ghost me again? I just don't know. Push through the fear. It is not going to be like it was in the past at all. It's not. You have to trust that. You have to push through the fear. Stay the course. Do not back down. There's so many, it's almost like she's walking on rocks. Some people will walk on hot coals. You've already been through the fire. You've already been through the fire. You can do this. Don't allow that fear to kick in and make you abort the plan. Now, the last card you have is Wasp Spirit. At the bottom, again, it says sometimes life stings. So wasps, they're a good thing to have. They control the insect population. They help our plants grow. But when they sting us, they can sting us multiple times and it hurts. But they serve a great purpose. You have been stung. You have been hurt in this relationship. You've been hurt by him. But when you look back at the experience, you will see that it did serve a greater purpose. For most of you, it brought you tremendous strength. It made you who you are today. It triggered a spiritual awakening in you. It triggered you to start doing your inner healing work. It triggered you to get to the point where you have self-love for yourself again. You have that confidence again. You're going after your dreams, your hopes, your desires. You would not have gotten to this point had you not been triggered by him. And when you look at twin flames as well as twin souls, for those of you, I'm hearing some of you are asking, what's the difference? Okay, so twin flames, twin souls. Both of them are twins, meaning the divine masculine is your other half. You truly are each other's other half. The only difference is twin flames are angelics, they're angels in human bodies. Twin souls are other types of beings in human bodies. That's the only difference. Well, they can also be humans in human bodies, but that's the only difference. Okay. But when it comes to twins, twins are mirrors of each other. So if you have something that has to be healed, the reason why you continue to go on that spiral, that circle, is because you need to come into union every so often to trigger more healing work. Because you'll notice when you look back ever since you met him, anytime you would come into contact with him and boom, you'd go in separate corners and you'd be like, why did he ghost me again? You'll notice you started doing a lot of spiritual work. You started doing a lot of retrospective, self-healing, self-growth, self-development. That was the purpose of it. It wasn't to hurt you. It wasn't to crush your heart. It was to help you grow. It was to help you heal, because twins cannot come into union until they are both healed and they are both in total balance within themselves. Once they are both within total balance of themselves, and you'll know that you're there. So for those of you that he's going to be reaching out in the near future, like I said, it's not like you're going to starting to see each other for some of you, it could be about 3 months, but he may just shoot you an email this month. But those of you that it's imminent, it's imminent because you no longer really are concerned about that. Because you're focused on other things, because you've come into a full balance of, I love him, I know the connection's there, I know he's always there, but I'm not sitting watching twin flame videos all the time. And I'm not worried, when's he going to call me? You, my dear, have come into your own perfect union internally. And there's also, when you look at it in metaphysical, I'm not going to go too deep down this rabbit hole. Maybe at some point I'll start doing some educational videos. This point that we're in, there's a scene called Schumann resonance. We're getting hit with solar waves, solar flares, all these things. Right now, actually, we're getting blasted today. We've been getting blasted with another Schumann resonance increase.